You are Flameborn, last ember of hope of a dying race. Awaken, survive the terror of a corrupting fog, and reclaim the lost beauty of your kingdom. Cool, so no pressure. Totally easy. We've got this. Venture into a vast world, vanquish punishing bosses, build grand halls, and forge your path in this co-op survival action RPG for up to 16 players. That's pretty nice. Again, with some games, you'll see maybe about 4 players you can get on, or 5, maybe up to 10, but 16 sounds pretty hearty, actually, and pretty healthy for a game like this. I have heard nothing but good things about Enshrouded, and I am super amped to be able to jump in. After putting over 300 and some odd hours to 400 in Conan Exiles, and being able to do so many other crafting survival-based games, like Valheim and so forth, where I have several hundred in that as well, I'm super excited to see this. And what we're getting is more realistic graphics with some beautiful, from what it looks like, beautiful landscapes to go ahead and explore. And if this game can really get me to want to travel and traverse every single corner of the map to try to see what I can come across and find, and if there's value added there from the developers, man, I'm going to be lost in this game in such a good way. So let's go ahead and check out Enshrouded together and see what it's all about. Yeah, so you are Flameborn, and you are birthed out of these. And as we can see, we're not the only one who has come out of here. There have been others before us. And as you can see, too, rested is a big thing, like what we've seen in a couple different RPGs and MMORPGs, where you are sheltered, warmth, comfortable, which then can help with certain elements like increasing health or increasing stamina, stuff like that. So that is where we need to go. We have craftspeople, active altars, we're level 1. We have our journal as well, quests, workshop. We can make a workbench. The Flame. The Flame watches over the fallen land and provides the Flameborn with the power to defy the Shroud. Deepen your connection to the Flame with sacrificial resources, and its blessings shall further amplify.
I have 2
Bones,
windows open.
resin.
I got lost.
So we can make flame altar, campfire, shields, clubs. Look at the skills. I wish I knew exactly, without having to like really look at each individual skill, knew what the heck athlete actually was, or barbarian actually was, or warrior, or tank. I mean, I can kind of guess. And some of these are not completely new classes if you've played RPGs, like healer, wizard, battle mage, ranger, beastmaster. Like, I'm not sure what a survivor is. Athlete. I mean, I can guess, but I feel like for me, I would probably go either toward battle mage, tank, or maybe trickster. Food seems to work like Valheim, and I like that. I do like that. It helps with your stamina, which makes sense. And then also it can give you boosts. It can give you perks. So I like that. I'm totally down for that. A vast world awaits you, filled with secrets and peril. Press I and navigate to the map to track your discoveries. So it seems like we do have to go through the Shroud, which is down through this cave. Also, you can see our stamina, which is that light blue circle on the left-hand side.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, I think I logged everything. I did stupid stuff. I don't know yet.
Search filter, I'm just playing around with the other filter options to see if I can make it pop up.
Press tab to lock onto your foes. You have an actual target lock on, or that's cool. And then control for dodge. Yep. Oh, that can't be good. All right, just, inhale all the fumes there. Fantastic. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be doing that, right? Yeah, probably not. Yeah, let's leave those alone. Oh. Enemy looks pretty interesting. What do we have here? Runes. Runes attract and store magical energy from all around them, used to enhance weapons. Oh, okay. Shroud spores. A strange kind of energy. It appears unstable for now, but perhaps it can be refined. Torn cloth. These are like spore zombies. You will rise again at your last return beacon. Okay, so there are return beacons. The initial start point isn't where we will always, like the Cinder Vault isn't where we will always respawn. So there are beacons you can place, which is cool. So wood logs and string for a shield. It's like the goodwill of shields there. Construction hammer. So you need an actual hammer for building. Okay, cool. I have seen that in a few other games too. Hey, all right. I'm glad we figured that out. I would have just been sitting here like, I don't know what's going on. I love how the level 2 achievement is doing something right. So from what I've heard that with Enshrouded, you want to make sure you can get the grappling hook as quickly as possible and the hang glider, because those just help so much. I know there were like several other things on the list, but those were like the two big things. And so evidently the story is too that you are the last of a dying race, basically. Brought back to try to basically, I guess, defeat the Shroud or learn how to overcome it and survive. And I would assume repopulation's involved here somewhere, but... Oh, I found a secret door with a chest. Flint arrow and health potion. Hell yeah. Yeah, I would say when you're running around the, I don't know what you'd want to call this, the ruins, there are, besides massive rats, by the way, which are frickin' terrifying, there are hidden rooms. You can actually go up to the wall, hit E, and they'll lower down. You'll find some goodies. Ooh, rat meat. Delicious.
Interesting.
Oh, if you eat raw food, which you can. Oh, I didn't realize this. So you can actually eat raw food, which is cool. And if you do by accident, it takes away 75% of your stamina and takes away 4 stamina regen from you for looks like 45 minutes. Can you imagine someone being like, oh yeah, I love rat sushi, one of my favorite meals. What?
I don't want to go through this cavern without a weapon.
Are you going through the one with the fog?
Yes, the one at the beginning. We all have to go through it.
Yeah, from what I remember, there were like 3, I think, 3 or 4 of spore enemies.
I mean, they did a good job when they did the demo because it very much mimicked. I mean, it was pretty much this entire beginning part. There was some cleaning up that they did between the demo and the release of the early access that's just been phenomenal.
I mean, the game already looks really good for it being early access, like just launched. Captain's Journal, Day 1. Hold the chamber to your last breath. These were the words of the Ancient One before he entered with a handful of our best warriors. It was the first time I had seen one of his kind, and I expect it will be the last. His face is burned in my mind. My life and those of my remaining soldiers are pledged to this sacred duty. To be honest, I don't think you really see a lot of games with wands. It doesn't like I feel like there are like the quarterstaffs and stuff like that, but unless you're doing like Hogwarts Legacy or something, you're not really seeing games with wands. Not, at least not that I can think of. Ooh, rusty short sword, 11 damage. Hatchet is 11 damage. Cutting and blunt. Okay. Aha!
Oh, I see a little thing for MindMine.
I love this. I'm just chilling. Look at this. Okay, literally the pose that your character takes on when laying down, 10 out of 10. Just living their best life. Chilling like a villain, yeah. Actually, I didn't know you could smash... Wow, you really can destroy just about everything in this game.
Well, it only took my third start to figure out that I could break down the tents.
That's wild. That's really neat. In so many games, that's not the case. You know, like that would never happen.
Yeah, I know. It's so aggravating because you're like, I need this tent to be elsewhere, or at least need the resources.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, the environment looks so good. I love this sunset too. My God. Yeah, as a person that absolutely loved the exploration of Conan Exiles and stuff, this definitely gives me vibes of that. It gives me vibes of Valheim, not since graphically, but, you know, think about certain systems and stuff, and of course just the crafting exploration and the benefit of exploration. Definitely makes me want to also check out Valheim again. But, man, I just, like, yeah, so
like
far I
we
really just
share
want to see the
everything as long as
world.
we're close
I
together.
want to see what's all in this world. Just so interesting. And already looks, you know, really good considering
And we also
early
get
access.
The recipes that everybody else has unlocked.
Oh, cool. Okay, so neat. I love that.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to come in with a new character, because I was afraid that was going to be the case.
Finally, a break from the tedious work. My bones are sore, but the warmth of a fire, a little shelter, and some sleep should allow me to become well rested. Food is getting scarce. I hear they're planning an expedition. Thankfully, I hid some rations below my bed. They will make for a nice meal when cooked over
You're
fire.
playing with the spongy dudes.
Boy, that's a descriptor. Interact with the campfires to cook food or sit near them. With X to become well. Oh, that's dope. Also, I love the lore. I love that you'll just randomly come across notes and stuff, and you'll get a bit of lore about the world and what happened. But also, it's their way of adding in a little bit of like a tutorial to kind of like hint toward like, hey, this is, you know, what you need to do to cook food. It's really important. Like that's pretty neat. I appreciate that. Yeah, from what I hear too, again, having cooked food is really, really, really important. You're going to benefit so much more than like a raw mushroom. Apply heat to food. But see, you can screw that up. Like, there are so many people that will screw that up. They can't even boil water. Yeah, it seems like there are some elements when it comes to the cooking that are reminiscent to me of Scum,
No,
if
don't
anyone's ever
jump off
played
the
that.
cliff. Oh.
Because you want to be careful of not overcooking the meat, leaving it on for too long, going by the sort of like clues that the game's giving you about like sound and how the meat looks and stuff. That I can appreciate. That's actually really cool. Bah, come here. Come here. Bah. Bah. Damn it. Your horns are mine. Come here. Oh shit. Sorry, I need the meat. Okay, or just animal fur, that's fine too. Oh, found the shroud. Time to get out of shroud. The irony that you're picking a pickaxe.
Ah, I just need twigs. Okay.
That's what she said.
Everyone wants wood. Take it how you like it. Well, you know, especially for survival games, Like, literally, the worst things for you in these types of games would be like wolves and bears, right? But, like, the most important resource that you're always going to need, wood. Some good wood. Some good, strong, hard wood. Take that for what you will. Come here. That's right. Your feet are mine. Rabbit's foot, you know? I'm putting it up on its OnlyFans. So I think I see a winter biome and a desert biome all from here. Jeez. Okay, I'm already a fan of that. Like, Ryle, I can already see what you're building, because I know there are several survival games where you can't see what the other person's placing up. And so they're like, okay, what do you think of it here? And then you're like, well, I mean, if I could see it, I could tell you. So that's really nice. I love that. Build mode.
Scared him out.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we have columns. We have squares. Windows. Oh, I'm not going to build anything, by the way. I'm just kind of playing around with the menu right now.
No, I got you. Just too many builders.
Stairs. Yeah, they give you a fair amount of shapes here. Select the shape you want to build. Select the material you want to build with. Oh, okay, to make things even stronger, I guess. Open the submenu for different shape categories. Yeah, they seem to give you a fair amount of shapes, and it's interesting that you can actually choose the resource. So if you wanted to build out of wood, you could build out of wood. If you want to do stone, stone. I mean, I'm curious, though, on if it's purely aesthetic, or if there is actually a certain mechanic to having your bases and stuff be out of specific materials. Like, do we get raided? Because I know in Valheim, you would get raided over a certain amount of time. And so you'd want to make sure to, you know, keep upgrading your base. But I'd be curious with this one.
I believe they've spoken about raids, but right now they're doing it for PvP service instances. Because most of their public servers on G-Portal are PvPs.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I was kind of curious on PvP on this, too. Like, not that I want to do it. I'm definitely not a PvP person for these types of games, but, like, I was curious if they even had it or not, because I hadn't heard anything on it.
They do have it, but they want you to be nice PvP players, and apparently they're not being nice PvP players.
Oh,
so they're
okay.
redoing these server rules that you can set to make it nicer PvP. Yeah, I think it's just they don't want the whole, like, you know, you're asleep. Yes, it's a, you know, public PvP server, but they don't want it to turn like Rust, where, you know, your whole group is asleep, somebody comes in and just, you know, raises your entire, everything you've done.
Yeah, ideally you want the battles, if you do. Like, you want to be able to protect, you want to be able to attack, not just the building defenses, but the people who run the building, because that's part of the fun as well.
Yeah. So that's what they're trying to get their finger on.
That's cool, though. I appreciate that. But, you know, it's funny because I've seen that a lot, too, because I watch a lot of people play Ark and stuff like that. And, yeah, they'll complain about that, or like Rust. But it's like, literally, it's PvP. It's player versus player. At this point, if you're waiting for people to be asleep or be offline and you want to offline them, That's not PvP. That's still PvE. You're just literally fighting against a stone wall for the next half an hour. Like, what's the point? You know, one thing I can also appreciate is when it tells you, like, a weapon is effective against something. So that way you're not, like, wasting your time using a sword if it's not working, you know?
Yeah. See those big things? Be careful around them, they explode.
Oh, God. Oh, ah. So, I figured it out. The whole shroud is just what happens when you eat too much Taco Bell. It all makes sense now.
Oh, where did you go in? Oh. No. Where did you go? Oh, over here. I help. I be light. You go kill things.
Buddy system. Ooh, health
Break
potion. And what is this? Oh, wooden arrow. Cool. Oh, old books. Okay, great.
Decorative.
Look, we can pretend to read. What are these for? These are for collecting dust. Got mushrooms for days over here. Feeling like a dispensary. Ooh, what is this? Purple berries. Well, very literal. Oh, the arrows are not just a set piece. Love that. Very cool. So it sounds like you can retrieve your own arrows maybe then by seeing
I
that.
got 6 more spores.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
I went playing in the shroud.
It's got like that same evil tone as the elephant graveyard in The Lion King, if you remember that.
Oh, yeah.
We are hungry. We had to destroy the bridge and with it our connection to supplies, but it worked. We haven't seen any more scavengers. The Cinder Vault and those within it are safe and should remain so. If we are to avoid starvation, we may have to take our chances in the shroud.
Sure.
This hourglass capsule replenishes your remaining time in the shroud. It's consumed upon use and cannot be stashed in the inventory. Oh, that's cool. All right, definitely don't need it now, though. I feel like that would be such a waste right now. But that's really neat.
Paying attention and ran out of stamina.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Well, the weird thing was is that I landed on something. It broke me out of the glider, and I really didn't hit the ground all that hard, but man, fall damage is real.
I think we figured that it's like 2 times the height of your character. Well, instantly.
Oh, that's okay. That's not much at all. Good to know.
But then sometimes I've fallen from a really big distance and it's like nothing. But yeah, pretty much 2 times and you're...
With the glider, once
hurt.
you've fully deployed, pushing forward will let you nosedive. Landing like that does not cause fall. Oh, okay. So if you nosedive and hit the ground, that doesn't cause fall damage. That's good to know. Something about having the glider activated seems to cancel that out.
Yeah, I found some flint, so I went to mine it.
Oh.
Bushes can conceal you. Ooh, cool. Uh-oh. Oh, Lord, they're coming.
Just killed me. I totally missed what just killed me.
Can we do damage to each other or no?
I didn't think so, but maybe.
I will say these guys actually do hit pretty hard, though.
Well, there's also bees that have gotten pissed off.
Jesus Christ. Ow. Oswald Anders. What a name. We get a summoning staff. Summons rescued survivors into your bases around a flame altar. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So there are, like, controllable NPCs then.
Oh, he is a blacksmith.
Hey!
Hey!
Let's
Talks
get
like
it
a...
done.
He's a dwarf. At least he talks like one. Took you long enough to find me. Look at you. Weak and puny, and they call you Flameborn. First thing you need is a weapon. Lucky you woke me up first. Crafting a scrappy sword or spike club will serve us well. Even with new gear, you shouldn't feel too safe out there. Rest up and eat well before you head out. A fire, roof over your head, and some meat in your belly will prepare you for anything. Decorative dishes, because why not?
Oi! What needs fixing?
Oh, now we have a forge, charcoal kiln, pickaxes, felling axes. You got a scrappy axe, 17 damage. Ooh. Now, I'm curious on if bigger trees will provide more wood, more resource. You think it would make sense, but I know in certain games that's not always the case. Six. Yeah, we only got 12 from that big-ass tree, and I bet you if we did a smaller one, it would probably be the same, right? Let's see. Let's do this one here. What? We actually got more wood from a smaller tree. What the hell? Alright, this game has some explaining to do.
Uh-oh. That's okay then. Just... Oh, there went mine. Jumped off the cliff.
Aha! I landed in a hole.
Oh, wow.
Nice. There is a shepherd's lightning staff, a wolf snarl longbow, and a masterful mace. Bow. No ammo to charge. No ammo. Oh. Each weapon seems to have a kind of combo to them. That's pretty neat. Yolanda's still weak. She can barely lift her body from the bed. They're always out there, prowling, shrieking through the night. We're surrounded. I love you, Yolanda. I love you, Yolanda. Eleanor.
Okay, that's kind of wonky. He was standing on his own spike.
Found a sword with parry power, but I believe it's a unique use of that stat. Oh, okay. With the shepherd's staff, put a spell in the bar with it. Oh, okay. Fair enough. How would I... I'm guessing skills, right? Skills would give you spells.
Ouch.
Like blink.
Yeah, that seemed very painful. Do you have any blueberry?
Water aura, I guess. Stuff like
I
that.
have some purple berries.
Or purple berries?
Oh, they're dropped or crafted,
the
the spells. Okay, so you need spells to cast from the
Can't eat
staff.
them.
Oh, okay, I'll be right there.
And they are dropped or crafted. Okay, good to know. Thank you for that.
He is right past me.
It's funny, he's like trying to walk up the hill, but he's like stuck in the walking animation, not going anywhere.
Yeah, and he will stay there until he is hit. And watch out for the guy to the right.
Look at me being all stealthy with my big mace. Yeah, God, the sound effects alone in this area just makes you feel so uneasy. Like, anything could be anywhere.
Hey, I thought I was going to make some armor. Sorry, I ate raw meat. I apologize for what has happened inside of our home. I'm just gonna go outside for a bit.
As long as you're not eating any Taco Bell in the house, you know? Oh my God, it's just so eerie. I love it. It's not a horror game, but man, you run through the shroud, you might as well be. Those make excellent entrails, okay? It benefited me to just put up my shield and watch enemy attack patterns. That's
I'm
fair.
scared if I should eat this red mushroom.
That is
that's
actually
grown
really
in
on
the
point.
shroud.
Because you are given that time to do so. You have to be careful of your stun bar, I believe, or whatever you want to call it, but you have that ability to do so, which is good. I was kind of picking that up with some of the guys,
Ooh,
like
a
those enemies with the scythes on their like routine patterns. So it was nice to go, okay, I need to back up. Now I can push in, and then back up, and then push in. Mine every valuable material in the Springlands. Evidently don't have a lot of materials here.
What are you looking at? Where did y'all go? Oh no.
Yeah, this game kind of sucks when it comes to drop fall or fall damage. I was sliding down a side of a ravine, and it was just like, nah, you're dead. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, enemies. Archers.
Yeah, I see him.
Another elixir well is built on the backs of workers, slaving away tirelessly to gouge a tunnel into the earth. The chasm spits fumes with every jab. I hope this foul air will not spread to lone thistle. Well, about that.
There's a one-handed mace dude and two little dudes. One little dude with the mace dude. And I think an archer somewhere.
Oh, I see what you mean by the big red alien mushroom.
Yeah. Okay, we might wake up the big bad. Alright, I'm gonna go in and set up. I am bait. There he is.
Bell Thunderbrute? Oh,
Or
Lord.
I can die right here. Okay, hi.
Oh, yes, the jumping with the wand casting. Oh, that's nice. Also, you could do backstab damage with a wand? Really? Fuck, dude, leave me alone. Stop it, Potter. Harry, just because you're a wizard. Nice.
You get him?
Got him. He did.
Nice.
The Enshrouded is the source of our misery. Destroy it with a felling axe and prosper. I'm glad one of us has a felling axe. Well, look at that. Nicely done.
And look, it's all green.
Ooh. In the living room. Damn it. Scavenger camp with mineshaft. 2, 3, 4. Oh, balls. Okay, yeah, you're fine. All right, baghead. You trick-or-treat reject. All right, Harry is definitely your friend. And I don't mean Matthew. Rest in peace. Yeah, I killed your dog. What you gonna do about it? Oh, fuck. Ow. Oh, one for the win. Let's go. Oh. Dieter fares well. Cease your prattle. He has shovel and fortitude. He'll be out of the mine shaft shortly. Perhaps he plays a prank on us, that scamp. Pray tell, did you put some provisions in there, Hans? All the same, he'll survive. You say that, but... Ah, chillin'. What are those? I'm guessing they go boom. Yep, they go boom. Oh, yeah, they do. Ooh. Nice. Okay, then. They nigh blew me to smithereens, those scoundrels. Dieter, go witness. We discovered a chest in the new tunnel, I swear it. Nay, Dieter, 'tis no jest. Observe for yourself. My mouth is choked with dust and my hands are numb from digging. My nails splinter and I'm famished. Vicious curs, may the shroud take you all. Well, now I'll take it. What's up? What's good? Nah, okay, that's okay. I'll say so far, this game is pretty solid. Like, I love the grappling hook concept, the hang gliding concept. There are a fair amount of achievements for you to try to grab. There are 37 total. The graphics are quite nice. The animations are pretty solid, more or less. The fact that the combat is actually pretty dynamic is great. It's not just spam, click, spam, click. It's actually about managing your stamina, understanding when to roll, when to block, if you could time it out to try to pull off a parry. There's a fair amount of things here that are really just nice, you know, that keep things interesting and make it more immersive, like make you focus more on the game rather than just like, cool, we're farming, we're spamming, we're farming, we're spamming. Like, you know, there's a thought process behind the things that you're doing, which is really cool. And traversal is not terrible, but also a little strenuous, but in a good way, in the sense of like, you don't get bored because look at all this flat land. Look at how much flat land I'm running across. You know, you have valleys and you have mountains and hills and you have runes in the way and all these other things that you can traverse or run around and interact with. Like, so much of the world you can just break down as well. And there's so many interesting things that you can do with just shaping the world that you're in. It's really quite interesting and quite nice. And for voxel-based games, like, this is one of the best looking ones I've seen. This is quite impressive. Because anything voxel especially can be quite a load on your computer. And the fact that I could host it with 2 other people, things were changing in the world and saving very smoothly. I didn't have any major hiccups. That's damn impressive. That's really damn impressive. So props to them, because there are some survival games that are voxel based that just tank your system, let alone if you were hosting. So that's damn impressive. That's some really good optimization. The combat is fun. The variety of weapons are very interesting. So I can see why it has over 19,000 very positive reviews on Steam. And it's a game that you can just easily get lost in. It's like a Valheim. It's like a Conan Exiles. But I think this has much more to it. Much more content to it than Conan Exiles. I know, right? Well, and the crazy thing is, this is an indie developer. They're self-publishing. And the fact that it's the size that it is and within the state of functionality that it's in is really fucking impressive. Very impressive. They have a pretty interesting stamina system and mobility systems in place. They have some really intriguing crafting that is... It's simple. It's not hard to understand. You can quickly pick it up, but it's not as basic as, like, I can just make everything in my inventory. So, they've kind of split it up amongst, like, well, if you have the blacksmith, or if you're at a forge, or if you're at a kiln and stuff like that. So they're doing a good job of varying things up. And what's neat, too, is that, certain areas are safer in the sense of, like, you can just stand there and survive and live, right? But there are areas that are enshrouded. They have this corrupted fog that seems to spread, that's coming from these fungal spores or something. And it changes the land and it changes the creatures within that fog. And so at that point, it not only becomes a survival crafter, an RPG, because you have this whole skill tree system, but on top of that, you also have this sort of extraction element to the game where you have to get in and you have to get out. You got like only 5 or 6 minutes or 7 minutes, however long, depending on the level of your base and what you have there at the flame, whatever level your flame is at. But otherwise, yeah, you start off at like 5 minutes. You got to get in, make sure you don't get distracted, get the resources you need, and get out. And if you stay too long, you're in trouble, right? So I like that. Like, I like that element of it. I like the fact that it's not just an extraction game, right? Where you go in and then you go out, you escape, and you're in a lobby after that, which is like, I don't know, your headquarters or whatever. Not to say there's anything wrong with those games, but I like to be in the world. I don't want to have to feel that rushed all the time and have that be the whole gameplay loop. Like, to me, that just wouldn't be fun. But the fact that you get a little bit of everything is really nice. You want to indulge in the world? There are areas for that. You want to get in and get out and get that high risk, high reward? There's that as well. There are like dungeons, there are bosses as well to fight, which we fought one of them already. It's pretty cool. And you need the bosses to help craft things. You need like their head or whatever else to help craft something else. So there's value to taking on all the challenges of the world, just like in Valheim. In Valheim, you need the same thing, right? You would have to kill one of the bosses, you get their head, you get this, you get that. That would help you craft other things. So you constantly felt rewarded. You would constantly feel like you're getting something out of every interaction, and then it's just not mundane, boring, and has no real end goal to it, except for just to be there to keep you busy.